800-year delete button. Humanity's secret reset and satanic interference. Pause for a moment and think. Humanity has lived for nearly 15,000 years. Civilizations rose and fell, yet for thousands of years humans seemed unable to move beyond the back of a horse. Isn't it strange that for millennia the human mind did not progress much beyond the wheel and the sword? Then suddenly, what changed? In the late 19th century, when cuneiform clay tablets were discovered in Nineveh and their codes were deciphered, the world transformed within just 50 years. How did a species that had ridden horses for centuries suddenly leap into jet aircraft and rocket science? The claim is that if humanity's intellectual heritage had not been repeatedly destroyed, the technology we use today might have been achieved 1,000 years earlier. Nineveh, 612 BCE. In the library of King Ashurbanipal, more than 30,000 clay tablets were preserved. It is claimed that among them were descriptions of heavenly vehicles, whose designs would astonish even NASA today. The palace was burned, allegedly to erase this ancient scientific knowledge. Was this the work of the Anunnaki, or some extraterrestrial force preventing humanity from becoming a Type 1 civilization?
Alexandria, 391 CE.
The Great Library of Alexandria reportedly housed over 700,000 rare manuscripts. It is said that Hero of Alexandria invented a steam-powered device, an early prototype resembling a jet engine. The library was reduced to ashes, pushing humanity back into darkness. Was the 800 to 1,000-year gap between such intellectual peaks mere coincidence, or part of a deliberate cosmic plan?
Baghdad, 1258 CE.
Baghdad was home to the legendary House of Wisdom, where the foundations of modern science were taking shape. Consider these figures. Al-Mukanna, Hashim ibn Hakim, allegedly used principles of chemistry and optics in the 9th century to create an artificial moon, Neri Naqshab. Banu Musa brothers, pioneers of mechanical engineering and automated devices. Abbas ibn Firnas, attempted one of the earliest recorded human flights. Ibn al-Haytham, developed the camera obscura and laid the foundations of optics and photography. Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi, mapped the stars and documented galaxies long before modern astronomy. Al-Khwarizmi, founder of algebra and the originator of the algorithm on which today's internet and AI systems are built. When Hulagu Khan invaded Baghdad, it is said that 400,000 books were thrown into the Tigris River. If this knowledge had not been destroyed, some argue humanity might have reached the stars centuries earlier. Vatican, 2,000 years to present. Unlike other great libraries that were destroyed roughly every 1,000 years, the Vatican Apostolic Library in Vatican City has remained intact for over 2,000 years. It reportedly contains over 1.1 million books and 75,000 rare manuscripts across 85 kilometers of shelving. Some claim that ancient technological formulas and lost knowledge from Alexandria and Baghdad are preserved there, hidden to maintain power within select hands. The 2020 digital reset and the illusion of search engines. Today, the move to digitize the world is seen by some as a continuation of this pattern. Just as burned libraries erased knowledge in the past, the so-called digital reset of 2020 allegedly filters and controls information. Search engines can only provide what has been uploaded, and what is allowed to remain visible. How much of it is filtered, altered, or curated? To uncover deeper truths, one must access original manuscripts and physical archives rather than relying solely on digital narratives. This recurring destruction of knowledge, from Nineveh to Baghdad, is portrayed not as accidental collateral damage of war, but as a calculated strategy, not only to conquer land, but to erase consciousness and reset humanity's intellectual progress. The Quranic verse, Al-Araf 7:17, recalls Satan's challenge. Then I will come to them from before them and from behind them, from their right and from their left. According to this perspective, these resets are part of a grand deception to keep humanity from fulfilling its divine role as stewards, Khalifa, on earth, reducing it instead to chaos and bloodshed. Now the question is yours to consider. Are these 1,000-year cycles of knowledge destruction and violent conquest mere coincidence, or part of a deliberate, unseen design?